www.keithingesradio.com.
Okay, right now we're talking to the digital girl. She is about to hit 120,000 followers on TikTok. She is the queen of plugs, plugging individuals into success one person at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, Deanna King Smithwick. Welcome, hi, and welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
How are you doing?
Honestly nervous, but very excited.
You've got this, you've got this. So let's begin. Who is Deanna? Let's start there.
Diana is a motivational person. Diana is a person who wants to see people succeed, even to her own detriment. Diana is the type of person that will take your hand and lead you and guide you so that you can learn the skills on your own, so that when Diana is not there, you left with the skill set and the know-how, not just, oh, she did it for me. You need to have that skill so that you can do it for yourself, not only for yourself, but for other people in turn. I believe that as human beings and as, a nation, we are connected. We're not on an island. So if it's doing something for you and not showing you how, what is the purpose of it?
So true, so true. And we see you doing that. We see that about you on TikTok. Now, I want us to go into international jobs and positions. The first question that a lot of people often have is, how do I know the job is legit? How do I know it's not a scam?
Okay, so honestly, in all honesty, the first thing I do is pray. Prayer is going to guide you and lead you, especially if you are, going into unfamiliar territory and you're going into something that is big for you, something you have never ever done. You need to be guided through prayer. The second thing is that a lot of people just click. A lot of people are trigger happy, and when they see something happening for one person, they want to just go on and hop on when they really don't have the information about what this is, what it entails, what does it take from me, and what do I need to do as an individual before just plugging into this thing. Because a lot of successful people have gone through so many different journeys and paths to finding that one point where they actually get success. So, how to find that it's not a scam is doing your due diligence by doing research. The one thing that people don't like to do, research. You need to make sure that you've double checked, triple checked, even asked your auntie, uncle, and everybody out there to make sure that they are also doing reviews for you. Don't go with one person. Check if it's something that you like, check if it's something that is worthy, and go on the site, check. You can go down and make sure it's a secure site. Check on Facebook. There's so many different places that you can ask, but don't just plug into something that you have no knowledge about.
Awesome. And then when it comes to legitimacy, and sometimes people get a bit afraid when they hear anything with fees involved. I want to know, when it comes to recruiting agencies, are there fees that we need to know about?
Yes, they are. Some recruiting agencies, because they do have the budget, they don't ask you for any upfront fees. Some recruiting agencies, because they don't have all of the budget, and also they're trying to see that, you yourself, or somebody who's not just trying to get into another country and, go and do your own thing, they're going to ask you for an admin fee. The admin fee is most actually that I've seen, most recruiting companies do give it back to you with your first month pay when you get to the other side. And a lot of people are looking for this free ride. And I'm so against the free ride with everything, because I do believe that if you want to live up to the life that you want, there's going to be payment somehow, some way. It's either you're going to pay in monetary value or you're going to pay with your time. Which one are you willing to give up?
Awesome. Now, I want to know, when it comes to, I want to apply for international jobs, right? The international jobs that I've seen, positions. How can I make myself the best candidate? How do I go about structuring my CV?
Okay, so I do have a prompt guide coming out, and this you guys can find on my TikTok. It will be available very soon. And the one way is to utilize AI. AI is here to help us and make our lives so much easier. Firstly, when you look at a job application, think about it as a recipe. If your mother has asked you to make chicken curry and you come home with lamb, that is definitely not going to be a chicken curry. You're going to come home with something and it's not going to be applicable to what your mother asked you. So you need to go through the job application and read through it. Those people are literally telling you what they want from you. how they want it to be delivered, and everything, the how you're going to send it to them and how you're going to present it to them. And again, it comes down to people not wanting to read, people not wanting to pay attention to detail, and
Mm.
actually going through the process of having to create a new resume for every job application that you have and you want to apply to. Do the take about 5 minutes to read through it, scan through all of that information, and recreate a resume that's fitting for that. And that's where my prompt guide comes in, because it literally extracts information such as keywords and things that are SEO rich and help you to apply for that. You have got to answer the questions that they are looking for in the application.
Now, I want us to, talking about being the best candidate, what are some skills? How do I upskill myself? What are some skills that are currently in demand that can help me essentially secure these types of jobs?
Definitely learning AI, being on the digital space, you have got to do that. The world is moving in that direction. And if you are against that movement, you're going to stay behind, you're going to be stuck, and you're going to feel it, especially in the next upcoming 5 years. As we can see that AI has come out relatively soon, and there's so many applications with AI that it can even recreate an artist's voice. If you are so bent on not learning how to do these things, you're going to be left behind. There's a free website, a free, guys, there's this word again, free, allison.com. Go and upskill yourself. There's literally any type of course that you can find over there. Go and learn it, upskill yourself, and start taking those things and utilizing them.
Now, moving on to mindset, because this is something, I think the first ever video that I saw of you, you were talking of mindset when it comes to these types of
Yeah.
jobs. How important is mindset when wanting to, explore jobs abroad?
Well, if you believe that you're going to fail, you will. You most
Mm.
definitely will. You most definitely will. It might not be on the first, when you apply the first time, but the second time you will definitely fail. You need to go into it with a winning attitude. You need to go into it with, why not me? A lot of people are like, oh, it's not going
Mm.
to be me. I'm not chosen for this. Well, why not me? Why not? Just flip the coin and start to see everything from a positive perspective. I've recently taught my son the power of mindset. And in the morning, he would ask me, Mommy, are we late? And guess what? We would be late. We would be late. So I said, you know what, son? Instead of asking Mommy, are we going to be late? Ask Mommy, are we still on time? And every morning,
Awesome.
still on time.
Awesome. So I also want us to go into, we're talking about international opportunities. What
Mhm,
companies are normally hiring South Africans? What companies are currently hiring? What companies normally hire annually?
mhm.
What are we looking at?
Well, if you're looking for, it does depend on your skill set, but a lot of recruitment companies that are always hiring are going to be your hospitality industries. There's always a demand for that. That is never going to go out of season. You need to go and find a hotel that is well, it must be legit, guys. Please don't go and find these little dingy places and then you find yourself in trouble. Make sure that you do your diligence by going to research them. LinkedIn is your number one hub spot for international work. But with LinkedIn, you have got to be very specific with what you want. Also,
Mm.
just don't say, okay, I'm going to apply to this company and I'm going to go and be anything. This is a lot of the comments that I do see in my comment section. I want to do anything. Well, if you're doing anything, you're not targeting one specific thing. So you're never going to get into anything.
Yes.
LinkedIn is one spot that you can go onto, and then also go onto the company itself, the hotel companies that you are looking for. And another place to find that is also Facebook. Facebook is your friend. For everything that you're looking for, there's a niche on Facebook for it. There's a group on Facebook for it. And the people in those groups are going to give you lots of tips and tricks. Those are
Mm.
the three best places that I would go to.
I also want us to now, transition our
Mhm.
focus onto something else that you're really, an expert in that you've been doing for years, which is online work. I want to
Yes.
know what are some remote opportunities that are open to us as South Africans that we should be looking at?
Okay, paid media specialist. A paid media specialist is somebody who is running ads for somebody on Facebook. You see the ads that you see on any social media platform, whether it's in a
Yes.
website, you see a pop up. That is high in demand skill, and you can learn it on Google for free. You can learn it on Allison for free. If you know how to market somebody's product, they will pay you any amount that you want because you're going to give them a return on investment far surpassing what you're going to get paid. So, digital marketing is one of the things that I would definitely shout that young people need to learn how to do. The next one is virtual assistants. If you know how to organize people's lives, a lot of people don't have the time, nor do they have the capacity, nor do they
Mm.
have interest to organize their lives. If you can do that, and this is mostly found on Upwork, then you are it's game over. Another one is to do web, anything with the web, and also
Mm.
photography skills as well as video editing. As we can see now that everything has gotten to be online. We're making money on TikTok, we're making money on Instagram, we're making money on Facebook, we're making money on YouTube. If you know
Yes.
how to edit a video and grab somebody's attention, you're getting paid for that. You just need to know where to apply. And for jobs like that, you're going to run to Upwork.
Okay. Which you bring me to exactly what I was about to talk about next or ask from you is what platforms should we be looking on? Because we spoke about skills we should be attaining and types of jobs we should be looking for, but where do we look for those jobs?
Upwork and Facebook. Upwork for any small jobs that you want to do, any side hustles you want to do, definitely Upwork. So there's a downside and there's a good side to it. With
Yes.
Upwork, it's really legit. Okay. Most of the gigs, they are legit. And at some point, they ask you to pay connects for your job. The only time
Mm.
you'd have to pay connects for your job is if you have not utilized your space well by using SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. If somebody is looking for a virtual assistant, I'm going to make sure that I'm the best virtual assistant because I'm going to study five
Mm.
people's profiles. So I'm taking skills that they're using, and this must be people who have been paid for it. It's all about recreating something that's not broken. Success leaves a trail. If you study your five best people, you're bound to gain success in the same thing.
Mm.
Facebook again, like I said, a lot of people are sleeping on Facebook because they think of Facebook Marketplace that has quite a lot of scams, unfortunately. But for
Yes.
every group and niche that you are in, there is a group on Facebook that you can find there. And in those groups, you can connect with people and speak with people. And then
Mm.
also, if you, I want you to take the perspective of the person hiring. Where does the person hiring go and find these people? If you know where that person is going, then you go and join those groups. That person is not going to be on Google. So you should not be on Google, right? Think of yourself as the owner. If you are looking for a nanny, what group are you going on to? If you're looking for a personal assistant, what group are you going on to? When you see it from the perspective of the person hiring, you know exactly where to go to and you also know how to deliver.
Awesome. Now I want you have listen, I could listen to you all day and your knowledge and your expertise. And when someone wants to contact you, they want to find out more, they want to learn from you, where can we contact you? Where can we find you?
So you can go onto my TikTok. I'm mostly there. You can also go and find me on YouTube. I seldom upload there. I feel like I'm a TikTok girly. You know, my platform is
Yeah, I
dedicated.
mean, 100, almost 120,000 followers. You think?
I think, I think, and that is actually a relatively new account. I'm going to be celebrating 3 months on that account, and
Wow.
it's grown really, really fast. And that comes down to SEO. That comes down to optimization. That comes down to planning content. Guys, if you're going to show up for yourself, people will show up for you.
Mm, mm.
So you can find me there. And then my email address is there. If you want to work with me when it comes to online teaching, I do have a form over there that you can contact me by. I'm just asking that send me relevant stuff, like stuff that I can, respond to, not just a
Yes.
hi. I don't even know what
Yes.
to say. Hi.
Awesome. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Deanna or Deanna King Smithwick. Rather, she is the girl, the digital girl, almost 120,000. Literally, I think when we wake up tomorrow, she will have 120,000. That's how quick her account is growing. She is the
One of
queen of
best.
flags. Yeah, tomorrow, I think tomorrow, because I checked your account, I think 2 days ago, and I was like, when I checked it today, I was like, what? So, yes, she's the queen of plugs, plugging individuals into success, one individual at a time. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. Enjoy, guys.